start microfinance. Unit 1 we have seen what is microfinance and all, right? So here today we studied some kind of models. Okay, what kind of models use to, and what kind of model prepared by bank to use these tools. So microfinance has proven to be an effective and powerful tool for poverty reductions. Okay, and the means a lot of what we say entrepreneur businessmen came together and they took decisions like that. Yes, we need to do something uh, for our country and implement some to improve the economy, from to improve infrastructure, to fix the securities, right, and some kind of rules. So for all, and all people will get the benefit. That's why they create a microfinance. Yesterday we have seen with Jeevan Bank case how they develop, and a number of people coming together and took a big model, and they'll be success. So today we have seen regarding that the models, right? So microfinance has proven to be an effective and powerful tool for poverty reductions and like many other development tools, right? However, it has insufficiently prepared the poor strata of society. The poorest from the vast majority of those without access to primary health care and basic education. Similarly, they are the majority of those without access to microfinance, right? So Modrich and Haley written about this. Now, next it is Bala Parchati. So microfinance is made to provide very small credit to the poor and small business, right? Very small credit, and which don't have access to banking and related service. And yeah, a number of people have no idea. You know, poor people have no idea how to access the account, how to operate account, how to maintain account. That's why we don't have access to banking and related service. And with organized banking sector not having much to offer to the poor and marginalized section of the society and the small entrepreneurs, right? So microfinance sector has become one of the fastest growing sectors in the world. So microfinancing is also instrumental in the financial inclusion, is also instrumental in the financial inclusion of the long left out section of the Indian society. So to improve and develop of Indian society, that's why they create microfinance sector. Now how many groups are associated and model they are prepared? They prepare community banking model, means they create, they visit community, they connect community each other, right? Cooperative model, they create and lot of cooperative banks are available, so they create cooperative model. Then Grameen banking model, bank guarantee model, credit union model, intermediary model, individual banking model, NGO model, routing savings and credit associations, OR cheat funds and all, village based model, small business model, and mixed model. So all models they provided. Now, what is community banking model? A more formal version of association model. This model creates the whole community as a unit, right? So microfinance is disbursed through semi-formal or formal institution depending on the location. So sometimes a semi-formal institution governed by the community is formed with the help of external help such as NGOs who train the community members in various financial activities of community banking, right? Then internal, yesterday we have seen the case, so same things are available here, how they connect, interact with each other. Bank, they visited bank to bank, and on that basis they create. So these institutions have saving component as well as income generation product. How income generate, right? Thus the internal financial capacity of the group is developed. It is further classified into community managed loan funds, right, and the village saving and loan association. So a successful example is Royal Bank of Scotland, right? So Foundation India, which have various microfinancing programs to help the poorest communities across India, right? Do you understand what I am saying? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, cooperative model. How they develop cooperative model? It's an autonomous association of the people who get together to work towards their common social, economic, and cultural needs. So the member are the shareholders and have their share in equity capital, right? So they also share the profit. These cooperative institutions utilize the local resources and are instrumental in mobilizing the micro savings and micro lending, right? So micro savings and micro lending cooperative institutions are there, and they are doing in small scale business, and they started micro savings and micro lending. Means chota chota jo hota hai 5,000 ka, 10,000 ka, limit is just 25,000 maybe, right? So the peer pressure ensures saving, and the credit worthiness depend on the savings, whatever the savings this depend on. And cooperative development, primary agricultural cooperative over in India. All cooperative societies always cooperate to agricultural and others. What credit worthiness. Now, Grameen banking model. What it is? Grameen banking model. Founder was Professor Muhammad Yunus, right? So, founder of Grameen Bank in Bangladesh. This model works on the concept of joint liability, right? So it promotes credit as a human right, and it based on the premise that the of the underutilized. So a center is formed with limited people, and the loan is given to few people in centers, right? So Muhammad Yunus is making this Grameen banking model. Now bank guarantee model. So bank guarantee model is involves borrowing from a commercial bank. Commercial bank, you know that Punjab National SBI, all. So when an individual or an self-formed group goes to the commercial bank for credit, the bank needs collaterals, right? For that, bank needs collateral, stakeholders and all. These collateral comes from a bank guarantee, which is provided for the borrower either by external agents, donations, or government agencies included here, and internally using its member savings. So these guarantees funds can be used for various purposes such as a loan recovery or insurance claim. So will be the microfinance funds India. Okay, so you should just click here and watch it what it is. So we are your personal CFO, right? Yeah. Credit union models. What it is? The model is based on credit, which is a member driven self-help financial institution. Okay, self-help financial institution model they created. A union of member is formed, and these members are from the common community. So they agree to save together and give loans to each other at a nominal rate of interest. Ekdam few rate of interest they're ready to pay it, and compared to cooperative banks. So credit unions are a democratic non-profit financial cooperative. So under the RBI, and all banks comes under the RBI, and they process that, and not only process, they develop models and start work on that basis, right? Now it is the intermediary model. Intermediary model is position a third party, right? The lending institution and the like that financial institution and banking institutions, right? So it's a third party. These third parties are a part of a local community with information about the creditworthiness of the borrowers. For example, जैसे अगर आपको कुछ तो आप जो विलेजेस में 10-10 रुपए से स्टार्ट होती है ना, एवरी डे यू जस्ट पे द 10-10 rupees like that. So this is third party, and they can be local money lenders, NGOs, microcredit programs, or commercial bank for government sponsored programs, right? So the credit giving institutions could be the government agencies, commercial banks, or given international donors. So intermediaries are incentivities in monetary and non-monetary form. Okay. So now individual banking model. Individual banking model is then shift from the group-based model The microfinance institution loans to an individual based on his or her creditworthiness. So it also assists in skill development and outreach programs. So this model suits product oriented small businesses. So cooperative banks, commercial banks, and they adopt this model to give loans to farming and non-farming unorganized sectors, right? So self-employment, women's association in India are working there. So Bhadra and Ahmedabad have this bank. NGO model, non-governmental organization. So playing the intermediary in multiple dimensions, NGO conduct training programs and workshops to create the opportunity to learn about microfinance. NGO act as supporters for the borrower group as well as a promoter for the lending institution. You know that NGOs, right? And what are they doing? It's a non-profit organization institutions, but people donated that, right? And they work multiple dimensions, right? Means they have collected money from poor, middleman, and rich man also. So multiple channels they have. So NGO act as supporter for the borrower group as well as the promoters for the lending institutions, right? So that is the various NGOs are helping the cause of micro financing. They contributed in microfinance. So Karnataka, many social programs they take livelihood management, natural resources management, trainings and all. Now rotating and credit association or cheat fund. So it means save and borrow simultaneously. These are a group of members who make a regular fixed cyclic contribution into a common fund. है ना, regular जो देते हैं 10 रुपए 50 रुपए 20 रुपए regular fund. So at the end of a cycle, the total fund collected means all things you have seen in where in villages, rural areas. So collected goes. So at the end of the cycle, the total fund collected goes to any one member. Like क्या बोलते हैं RD या BC वगैरह जो रहता है ना. So cheat funds are the equivalents or ROSCA in India, right? Means routing, saving and credit association or cheat funds, right? So it addresses the need to fill the gap left by traditional banking, and easy accessibility and flexibility are the key features here. बहुत easy होता है इसमें ये करना. चीट फंड्स बोलते हैं, चिट डालते हैं और फिर जिसका नंबर आया उसे हम उतना पैसा देते हैं, है ना. उनका उनका ग्रुप होता है ना, 30 मेंबर्स, 40 मेंबर्स, 50 members, like that. Now it is like community banking and group model. This is also a community-based saving and credit model. A group of 25 to 50 people get together to enhance their income through self-employment activities, right? So they get their first loan from the implementing agency, which helps them from the community credit enterprises, right? So the members elect their office bearers, establish their bylaws, and distribute loan to the individuals and collect savings and payments. So the only collateral they work with is the trust. The group stand behind the individual as collateral. Now small business model. What it is? SMS, MSC, है ना? Then MSME is there. These types of model with the small info business, with the struggling informal sectors, the SMEs, small, medium enterprises are playing a significant role in generating employment for the poor by providing training and options to increase their income, right? Now the government also looking for strengthen the small, medium enterprises by doing direct and indirect interventions in the form of providing training, technical advice, and enabling policy and market environment. So it's a depend on market environment. Next, microcredit is critical component, right? Microcredit is critical component which is being provided to the small medium enterprises either directly or as a part of large enterprises. Now Yeah, we miss this model, village based model. So it is like community banking and group model. So these also community based saving and credit model. A group of 25 to 50 people gets together, their income, self employment activities. So they get so they get their first loan from the implementing agency, which helps them from the community credit enterprises, right? So they choose the members, select their offices, bearers, establish their bylaws, distribute loan to the individuals, and collect savings and payments. So the only collateral they work with is the trust. The group stand behind the individual and collateral. This is a small business model which created for only small business and enterprises. Microfinance is critical component, so which is being provided by the small and medium enterprises because of it's required for their development, right? Yes. Now mixed models. What is mixed model? It is in that NGO-based microfinance institutions are mostly using SSG model, while non-banking financial institutions, right? So are adopting SSG model, liability group model, right? So the government's decision Mudra for better financing by non-fund non-banking financial institutions or companies is good news for non-banking financial companies and microfinance institutions, right? So what is SSG model? Would you please elaborate, anyone? What is SSG model? Come on. SSG model. How many of you know? Hello? Am I audible to all of you? Hello? बात क्यों नहीं कर रहे हो आप लोग? Let's speak now. What is SSG model? No one knows. Hello? Yes, self-help group model. Yes, self-help group model. Yes. So that is required and that helps you people. Now, micro saving. What it is micro saving? A small deposit account provided to families or individuals with low income as an opportunity to store funds for potential use, right? So micro savings accounts operate similar to a standard savings account but are structured around smaller amount, right? So all over micro saving, छोटा छोटा saving जो बोलते हैं ना कि छोटे से हम लोग start करेंगे तो एक दिन हमें, इसलिए मैं आपको भी always ये कहती हूँ कि अभी आप जैसे मतलब होंगे 23-20, तो अभी से आप अगर स्टार्ट करोगे तो आफ्टर 25 ईयर्स आपके पास एक बिग अमाउंट, ह्यूज अमाउंट क्रिएट होगा। वो वॉट एवर हो, आपका पॉलिसी का अमाउंट हो जहाँ पे आप इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो, पेंशन अटल पेंशन प्लान में आप इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो उसका, क्योंकि उसमें बहुत ही कम है, मेडिकल में आप इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो उसमें है। तो आफ्टर 25 ईयर्स लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए करो, क्योंकि अब तो आप कर सकते हो कुछ, लेकिन आफ्टर 25 ईयर्स यू आर नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग। सो मींस यू आर डूइंग बट उतना नहीं कर पाओगे, जब जैसे अभी इतना से कर सकते हो तो ऐसे करोगे तो आफ्टर 25 years you will get a huge amount, and on that amount you will it's help you to create new business, new startup and all, right? Now this is the micro credit unit. So small credit facility provided to the needy people, help people learn their livelihood, especially women. The loan does not require any asset as collateral and raise their standard of living and provide financial assistance. So microfinance, broad spectrum of financial services raise the per capita income, raise the earning of classes to deposits, and delivers financial services to the poor people who are avoided by the formal financial sector. Right? So it is microcredit, microfinance unit. So microcredit is the small loan, and microfinance is number of financial services they provided to loan with shelter of banks, banking, and services. So microcredit allows to a small loan provided at low interest and financial services such as loan, insurance, laws, and all. So microcredit includes credit activity, and microfinance includes credit activities and non-credit activities, saving, pension, insurance, etc. Microcredits are small size loan, and microfinance individuals and startup developing countries and education loan they provided. Now, how Bandhan works? Okay, you just create they can just watch it for it is how Bandhan Bank works, right? Now, as a self-help group, what it is? So NABARD defines self-help group as small economically homogeneous activity, and that is self-help group, and offer rural and poor volunteers to and mutually contribute to a common fund to its member, the group member decision. And so is NABARD. NABARD मतलब non agricultural based bank जो है वो, right? So it is help you to under. Now introduction to SSG started with 225 groups in 1992. SSG movement started in India in 1992. Then presently there are 16,18,406 branch SSG, that the assessed bank loan around 25 million members of SSG are women, है ना? Women की कितनी सारी ग्रुप्स है इनके 25. So major aim of S. So guys, whatever we have seen, like all models and all, so what do you think about it? क्या लग रहा है आपको? इतने मॉडल्स देखे है ना हमने, ये जो स्टार्टिंग में ये सारे मॉडल्स हमने देखे. So what do you think about it? Yes, please elaborate. Anyone? क्या लग रहा है आपको? क्या हो सकता है? No one knows. Models. Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
So tell me what it is? What it is actually? कुछ तो बताओ मॉडल के बारे में.
And I think these models will help poor people or farmers to get the loan.
Yes.
And achieve that business model.
Yes, 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 correct, correct. So आप इसका फोटो ले लीजिए प्लीज, और what it is अभी जो, हाँ ये वाला, इसका भी स्क्रीनशॉट लीजिए और इसे देखिए कि क्या है. कल हम इस पे डिस्कस करेंगे, ठीक है? अभी मुझे एक इमरजेंसी की वजह से जरा बाहर जाना है, तो मैं क्लास को यही क्लोज करना चाहती हूँ, ठीक है? एनीवन?
ओके मैम.
ओके
ओके मैम.
ऑल मॉडल का स्लाइड दिखाओ ना.
यस, इसका ले लिया आपने?
ऑल मॉडल का मैंने लिया.
हाँ हाँ देख लीजिए जो मॉडल्स है, एक सेकंड ना, ऑल मॉडल्स वेयर इट इज. हाँ ये नोट्स भी आपको मिलने वाले हैं, सारे नोट्स आपको मिलेंगे. यस, मिल गया सबको?
Yes मैम.
थैंक यू. या ओके, सो सी यू टुमारो मॉर्निंग.
थैंक यू मैम.